reports that we have received, concerning detention of a child who's 8-year-old, was involved with in a fight with someone who's 12-year-old, which is also a child. So, as advocates for child justice, I think we are very much concerned with the way the matter was handled by the police, and we are here to bring out issues that need to be paid attention to, especially when it comes to children that come into conflict with the law. I think it is well known. I think by now, everybody, especially the key players in the justice system, that there is a law that has been enacted. And we expect that at this point, every stakeholder, especially key stakeholders in the justice system must be abreast with the information and the new law and what it brings to the table when it comes to the protection of children that come into conflict with the law or in contact with the law. So it is very disappointing to note that we're still experiencing some kind of abuse and violation of children's rights. Especially after the enactment of the Children's Code Act number 12 of 2022. The police are the ones actually who are supposed to enforce this law, and we expect that the powers that be from within the structures of the institution, the Zambia police, the Ministry of Home Affairs, I think they must be well oriented with this law. So we do not expect that children should be detained, especially an 8-year-old child whose the law is very clear. It actually speaks that any child, any patient that is 8-year-old is not criminally liable. So we are very much disappointed with that event and what happened. And we also call that within the structures of the police that matter must be investigated thoroughly. We expect the cause of action. We should not just end at apologizing or anything. I think this matter is very serious, and we expect that the police or the officers involved be brought to book or actually be charged, so that we take this as a situation that may inform or deter the would-be offenders, especially within the justice system. The law, the Children's Code Act, Section 58, emphasizes on the diversion processes, on how a child that comes into conflict with the law or violates the law is supposed to be handled. So in this case, restorative processes or what is in the best interest of the child actually must take priority. There are a lot of organizations, I think, that are working with the different stakeholders in the government, like ministries, organizations like ourselves, Advocates for Child Justice, that have actually set up a community correctional center for the purposes of rehabilitation and counseling of children that come into conflict with the law. In that case, I think there's need for a child who's found themselves in the wrong end of the law, to be taken through the processes of restoration, and diversion is the best. The law gives power to the police to divert a child instead of detaining, and especially in this matter where even a child was denied food. I think it's a gross violation of children's rights, and we cannot tolerate that. So as Advocates for Child Justice also encourage that we take advantage of the laws and these other measures that have been taken, or been provided for in the law, that will actually help restorative justice and also in dealing with children that come into conflict with the law. We will also be writing officially to the Inspector General of Police to make sure that we are in tandem with the law, and together as stakeholders we move together. We can't afford to be going backwards, especially after advocating for the Children's Code Act for over 16 years, and now we have it. We expect that these issues that are happening now, especially within the police and all these stakeholders, the key stakeholders in the justice system, must be, in alignment with the new law, and we should stop the violation of children's rights, especially for those that come into contact with the law.